how you can use short form video to hook them and reel them in. And we're talking about your clients. Hi, everyone. I'm Rashonda Pratt, known in the digital streets as The Rose Show Live. And I'm so excited that you're watching part two of this video where we're talking about using short form video to 10x your visibility, because this is the year you deserve to be seen, heard, and paid. Listen, if you're not already a subscriber of Visibility is Power TV, do me and yourself a favor and hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure to check out the description because we have other ways that you can connect with us and get more of this rich content. Now, this is part two in a series. In the first video, I talked to you about the power of short form video. These are the videos that are taking off that you probably spent a lot of time watching: YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, or TikToks. These are videos that are 15, 30, or 60 seconds in length that really educate or inspire, empower, or even entertain around your business, around your niche, your ministry, or your nonprofit. This kind of video is taking off. People love it. The algorithm loves it. And so we talked to you about how you can use short form video to really increase your brand visibility. In video number one, we talked about using a story hook, presenting something in a shocking, interesting, or exciting way that get people and draw them in right from the bat. We created this whole scenario about imagining that you are a fisherman sitting on the dock of the bay, right? And your story is the bait rather on the hook. Well, today we're going to take it a little bit further and deeper, and we're going to get into this hook'em. We're going to give you a couple of hook ideas that you can use when it comes to you doing these short form videos. In fact, these hooks you can use for writing blog posts or even doing live video. Hint, hint. But before we get started, I want to share with you what I think is a really powerful story hook, something that I was reading this book and it captured me from the very beginning. And nine times out of 10, if you think about a lot of the books that you read, and the first chapter, which I have learned with writing a book, is always the most important. The first sentence, the first line in the book is the most powerful part of the storytelling piece. It's the same thing with your live videos. It's the same thing with the short form content. Remember, you only have a few seconds to make that first impression. And in a world where everybody is scrolling, everyone has so many opportunities to watch so many other things besides you. We have to make sure that we grab their attention from the very start. So I want to go ahead and say I am not a brand ambassador for this book, but it's a popular book. I'm sure you've heard of it. Rick Warren's, put it in frame here, The Purpose Driven Life. And right off the bat in chapter one, this is what the first sentence says: it's not about you. Think about that. The title of the book is The Purpose Driven Life. What on earth am I here for? And the very first sentence right out the gate, which hit me right in the chest when I read this book for the first time in 2013, excuse me, 2003, rather, 2003. It says, it's not about you. See, the thing that's really powerful about a really great story hook is it already sets the tone, it already sets the mood, it already gives the listener, or the reader in this case, an idea on where the journey of this book is. Here, this is book talking about the purpose driven life, me finding my purpose in life. And already out the gate, it's telling me in order to find your purpose in life, you have to understand it's not about you. Isn't that powerful? Isn't that like right in your face? That's the thing you want to do when it comes to your hook. You want to be able to punch it right out the gate so people can connect to it. So there are a couple of ways that you can do story hooks. So I'm going to share two with you, and then I'm actually going to give you, let's see here, 4 story hook prompts that you can use in your social media. And I want you to let me know if you use these, if you found this to be helpful. So please make sure to post that in the comments, and please make sure to let me know if you use them. And if you do, tag me. I'm The Rose Show Live across all social media platforms. So, number one, surprise with a fact. I love this. As a former journalist, we love data, we love facts, we love four and five people. 97% of people don't do this. So, surprise with a fact. Use data or a concept your followers don't know as a way to hook them in. Like this. Did you know more than half of people rather die than speak in public? Does that not get your attention? You're like, wait, what? People rather die than give a public speaking presentation? Now, you want to make sure the fact that you're sharing is accurate, right? Is real. You're not making this up. But you want to surprise with a fact right off the gate. You want to use data or concept that your followers are not aware of that automatically hooks them and they lean in like, "What? Tell me more." And when they're saying tell me more, what they're going to do is they're going to keep watching your video. The other thing is use attention grabbing words or expression that caused me to go, "What? What did she say?" So it can be something like, the struggle is real when it comes to creating content. Can I get a witness? Something that's attention grabbing, or it's an expression that everyone's using or a phrase. Use that in order to hook people in so they continue watching the rest of your content. The other thing that you can do is you can use phrases or keywords. A lot of the story prompts that you all see that bloggers use, a lot of those prompts that you see bloggers use, you can use those as hooks. So here are four right here. What no one talks about. What? She's going to talk about what no one's talking about. By nature, ladies and gentlemen, people are nosy. Right? They're inquisitive, they're curious. So when you say what no one talks about, they're leaning in and they're listening. You have their attention, you've piqued their interest, and they want to know more. Two, this is the best kept secret about visibility. This is the best kept secret about losing weight. D- did I pique your interest? You see that? Right? It's almost like the hook is you drawing people in and saying to them, I'm going to tell you something that no one else knows. It makes them feel like, oh, I'm going to get something that's going to put me ahead of the game. I'm going to get something that I didn't know about, right? Number three, the biggest lesson I've learned, right? That goes into your journey. You know how I always tell you that your story is important, your journey matters. So, the biggest lesson that you have learned. Now, I want to say something, even if it's a lesson that includes failure. Now, I don't believe in the whole failure thing. I believe that we either win or we learn, right? So even things that are, quote, failures can be teachable moments. So the biggest lesson I've learned, especially if it's like I invested $5,000 in something and it totally tanked, or Kev on Stage, who is a Christian comedian, talked about this one time, and I thought it was so powerful. He talked about the fact that he went to go, he launched an event during the pandemic and he had to end up canceling the event, not because of the pandemic. No one bought tickets. He was like, okay, I'm doing all this stuff, marketing this, but no one bought tickets for it. And so he talked about how real it was and how he had to really feel that. So the biggest lesson I've learned, number four, I never thought I'd share this, but like if someone sees that on the screen, they're going to stop and want to find out more. Now, you have to understand when you're using these hooks, we're using them to hook people, not as clickbait. See, clickbait is when you shock people or you provide something interesting and then they go and watch it and you don't deliver. No, 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 no. We don't do that because visibility is power, but a part of that power is guarding our credibility. So if I'm telling you the biggest lesson I've learned, please believe that when you click on to watch that video, I'm going to share that lesson with you. I'm not using that to bait you to watch the video or click on it. We don't do that. That's irresponsible. And that's not how we treat our visibility, right? So when it comes down to this, as we begin to close here, as it comes down to this, what I really want you to focus on is how can I take these things, surprise with a fact, using an attention grabbing word or expression, or even the four prompts that I gave you? How can I now go and use those to go create a YouTube short? Right, that's still in beta right now, so you can literally download the YouTube app on your phone, right? Connect it, and then you can shoot these videos and then post them into YouTube Shorts, which is their version of short form video. How can I use this for an Instagram reel? That's Instagram's version, or TikTok. How can I use that? Or use it once and put it across different platforms. But what I'm saying is, if this is what the algorithm likes, sometimes we have to feed the beast when it makes sense. And if you are a creator and you're saying, no, I want to be seen, right? And I want to be heard, then the way to do that is using short form video to rapidly grow your visibility, your impact, your influence, and your income. If you have any questions about this, listen, please make sure to post those in the comment section. I do respond. And also, I would love for you to become a part of our text community. That way, you can get visibility tips, inspiration, and be the first in the know whenever we have special events. Text the keyword MYM to 803-879-5217. Again, 803-879-5217. Text the keyword MYM. And again, all of that is in the description here. I'm Rashonda Pratt, known in the digital streets as The Rose Show Live, helping you to create and leverage your visibility with video and local media, because your visibility is power, and you're watching Visibility is Power TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so that way you know whenever we drop a new video. God bless.